This episode, someone really puts their foot in it. Or maybe they put a finger in it.
My husband is the one that's encouraged your husband to bang you.
And even though this bride said she wasn't going to do it again, she does on another rehash. Let's do it.
Darling.
You want the trash, I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, and trash, mess, and drama on the screen is my life. Wow. That kind of sounds a little bit sad, doesn't it, when you say it out loud? But it's true, and I welcome you to the cult. We've tipped over the halfway mark of the experiment known as Married at First Sight Australia, and this is your second episode drop in just a couple of hours, you lucky ducks. If you're watching both right now in a sitting, I need you to put double in the comments below to let me know. I love people who do me back to back. It also reads differently. Sorry, guys. I can smell a couples retreat coming our way. But speaking of coming, in our love... I'm filth today, I'm so sorry. In our love lab rat whip around, we see rah ha 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 and float your boat in fits of laughter because something has happened that has changed their relationship, and I guess for the better, given the vibe. We are told that they haven't had sex, but it does seem like that maybe some bits have touched, you know what I mean? Like more than just a peck, some actual bits. Apparently it felt natural and they just had some fun. Oh, relax and have some fun. Why not? You've got this apartment to yourself. There is nothing better than hotel sex.
Hey boys, I made second base.
Well, we can't talk using bases on this show because everyone has their own version. But I think like someone either got blasted or someone got blown. That's where I'm at currently. And maybe I need to take back everything that I've said about float your boat not being that into Rachel, but like I'm not going to take it back just yet. Okay. But I am ready and willing to be wrong. I would love it to work out for the both of them. Also, I wouldn't go running around popping bottles of champers with the girls or oversharing with the boys too fast, guys. So just keep some things to yourself. Someone else who's been given the finger is Joel, and certainly not in the same way. His TV bride Juliet got a light grilling in the last episode, and she arrives to apologise again, and she looks upset this time. Even though I still don't love her wording when she says things like, when I say things like that, it's because I'm really hurting. Okay, so when you say things that hurt you a little bit, that gives you free rein to do whatever you want? No, I don't think that's how life works. She says she uses it as a way to release her pain. Okay, yeah, but again, that's not everyone else's fucking job. That's not healthy at all. Anyway, the apology seems like a little bit more genuine. At least this time he accepts take 2 on the apology, and it's all good going into the next part of the science. They do use the words fresh start, and I mean like we can men in black light this relationship, but fresh start, I don't know if that light can do it for you guys. There's gonna be residuals, you know? Over with Booty and the Big Fish, David is trying to express some feelings over what Alyssa said on the Commit Me couch in the last episode, that she wasn't stimulated at that higher frequency of which she needs, and the problem was laid at the Big Fish's feet. But I mean, Alyssa, if you want a higher frequency, just up the intensity of the vibrator. No? Is that not what she means? Okay, I'm still confused at what she means with the whole frequency bullshit.
I'm a more high-functioning person than you. My brain's like...
David is also struggling with the word frequency and also stimulation. So what he's hearing is that she isn't stimulated, and the Big Fish is like, hey babes, this Big Fish has been stimulating you as best he can. Alyssa also kind of speaks down to David a lot and tells him that he's like in a foul mood today and that it's not about him. Well, on the couch you made it seem like it was about him and it was a problem with him. Also, I'm not reading that he's in a foul mood right now. He's just trying to get clarity for what the fuck you said. Anyway, it ends with Alyssa saying she's still going to fill her cup, but in other ways. Not sure if that's a sexual thing. And she also calls him hard work. I don't think he's that hard work, not from what we're seeing. I just wouldn't blame it all on him. Like, explain yourself better. None of us understood what you were saying. Oh, what's that? Oh, sweet baby angel, I didn't know that you were missing drone shots of the Opera House in Sydney Harbour. That is a weird thing for you to miss, but, you know, I aim to please. Boom, there you go. That's just for you. Oh my goodness. Don't say I don't deliver. All right, my bags are packed and we are off to the couples retreat, which is just a multi-day dinner party. It's that time of the science that has brought us scenes like screaming, crying, smashing of glass on table. Also something to note down before you and I get in the maxi taxi and make our way to the country, that Baggage Beck has said if there is any drama, she will make herself that meme of Homer disappearing into the hedge, into the bush. That's what she's going to do. Okay? Note that down. And speaking of baggage, Phil has something that he's been carrying around and it's weighing heavy on him. But Philip, you love carrying heavy things. Look at you. This thing weighing him down, though, isn't physical. And sometimes that can be the toughest thing to carry. Am I right? Fuck, now I've turned into Oprah. Guys, I'm going to do a motivational channel now. Change it. Rehashed Motivational. And my new title is Confidence and Charisma Coach.
I am in love with you.
Oh, that's actually really cute. And Stella says that she's in the same spot. Love. Well done, Phil. Imagine what you can carry now that you're not lugging all that around. Okay, we've had our sweet moment, so get your bags packed. We have to go. We are headed to Kiama, a brand new spot for the retreat this season. And the first thing that everyone has to do is claim a room so they're not in some sort of twin bed setup. Although some of these couples would prefer separate beds. The Veneer twins secured the room with a bathtub in the middle of it. And I don't know, he seems to think that that's kind of some sort of win. No. I don't want to wake up and see the bathtub. Float Your Boat has actually had the biggest win for me because both he and Rachel are in the guest house away from the rest of the Love Lab rats. And Juliet is so stoked with what Joel got her, she gives him a kiss on the mouth. They're really just like, phew, moving on. We're really just like, phew. We're just going to move on? Okay. I don't know if you noted this down, but I love how all the big, strong men just let the women bring in all the luggage. Oh, and already at the couples retreat, things are getting kinky. Between two people I didn't really expect, Float Your Boat and Danaconda.
Hiya, daddy.
Oh, I didn't know that MAFS would go full sex swing, nor did I picture Danny being Float Your Boat's daddy, but we do love a twist on this show. Deluju is claiming that she is setting her vision to tunnel just for her Jolmio. And everyone is freaking out with their PDA setting being turned back on. Baggage Beck almost sounded a little bit jealous. Like, she keeps saying things like, oh, I love this. Oh, good. Also, this will be the first night that Joel and Juliet have slept in the same bed since the first night of the honeymoon, which means we have missed so much of this relationship, Endemol Shine. Come on, Channel 9, do better. Beck also gives the camera a look. She clocks straight with the camera just to check if she's being watched. And she's going to make sure that her reactions are correct to show her happiness with what is on display right now. Can everyone see my face right now? No, I'm supportive of this. Wow, you guys being together. This is really great. Hey, Beck, we can see your face. When we get to the drinks portion of the evening, Raha shares the amazing news that Float Your Boat and herself took that vessel into deeper waters. Not full on depth, but it was a lot more intimate. Obviously, the group are stoked. Now, this is a weird thing to share in a group. So it's a tad odd, Rachel, but okay, I guess it's a show. I don't know. It's a relationship show, but I don't know. Some things you could just share on the couch, maybe. I don't know. It is also revealed in this setting that Phil loves Stella, which Gia seems so excited about, and it's a weird turnaround after a couple of weeks ago she was screaming, fake relationship! But I guess we've all grown so much since then. I know I've grown. I've certainly put on a couple of kgs, stress eating while watching this fucking show. So while everything is going well, everyone's talking about, oh my God, this is so nice. This is actually a really nice time. Production be like, why is it so nice? Beck is sitting with Scott, Sam, and Float Your Boat when she drops this.
I'm just so excited that you think about it.
Oh, we're doing the old finger bang. I haven't heard the term finger bang in such a long time. Oh, we're using finger bang again. Okay. Beck, why are you talking like this? Also, is finger bang international or is it just an Aussie term? I don't need to explain to everybody what a finger bang is. Like, you can figure it out. Don't make me explain it. Yeah, it's when you hold your finger like this and you go, pew. That's a finger bang, okay? If you have any more questions, go and ask your mother. So my question is, how does Beck know that Rachel and Steve Jr. finger banged? Like, how does she know specifically? It turns out she knows nothing because Steve says, we didn't go into details. So that's weird that she just assumed that that's what they were doing to get more intimate. Now, with someone who seems very stressed around sex and intimacy, not only doing it, but talking about it, it is dumb that Beck would go and high five him for an FB when she would know by now that he's not the guy who wants that. Like, he is not the guy who wants to talk about sex. That is not him, especially not in a group setting. Sam says, oh, we don't need to know the details, trying to get him out of it. Steve Jr. is very orcs now. And you know what? Within one episode, you could tell that this is not the guy for that. This is not the guy who wants to open up and tell you about his sex life. Now, everyone else in that conversation could read how Steve reacted. He was sheepish, he was uncomfortable, and then Baggage stands and yells, "Ladies and gentlemen!" She wants the group's attention because she wants to do some sort of toast. She praises the love in relationships, the redemption arc of Romeo and Juliet, of which they are calling a bounce back. Okay. Sometimes balls can bounce, but they don't go back up that high. Also science. And I think you guys might be that bounce.
And we've had finger bangs, so like...
Oh, no. Fuck, she really just likes to snap, doesn't she? Like, when things are going good, she's like, oh, God, I just want to really fuck with someone. I thought she was friends with Rachel. And the way she sold it at the end, it felt very Mean Girl energy. Like, I like to think that she was just making a joke. But everything that she does kind of reads cruel for me. Certainly insensitive. Now, Rachel and Stephen did share their news with the group, so they kind of brought it to the table. Still, it doesn't mean that Baggage had to carry on like that. Also, you didn't need to make a toast. Guys, everyone's been drinking for ages. Shut up. Raha does not take it well. Last time we saw Rachel like this was the honeymoons, where Steve insinuated she was a loudmouth at the footy, and that also did not go down well. And when it's pointed out by the group that Rach didn't love the FB comment, Beck's, "Oh, so sorry, it was just a bit of fun," that reply was more of just a like, fuck you. There was no sincerity in the sorry whatsoever. The theme here for the retreat will be like Beck at every dinner party. Becky's on her go juice again, and she cannot handle the shit. Oh, and because Rachel called her out, actually, she didn't even really call her out that hard. Sam was the one who was like, oh, Rachel's a bit upset, so maybe just like say sorry. Beck turns on her.
You're very, very quick to turn.
Oh, no, I think you're the one turning right now, and you're also doubling down, and then you're turning it into a yelling match. Why not just say, I'm so sorry, that is not how I meant it. You can easily say, oh, it was a joke, I meant it, I can see how it would have been read differently, I'm actually really fucking sorry. That's not how I meant it at all. I don't want to interrupt your relationship. Like, it's not hard. And this is why I know Beck is fucked, right? While Rachel is walking off, Beck is screaming, well, who do you think got him there? My husband took him out for beers. It's so unfucking hinged to act like that. So I guess you're insinuating that the only reason that they took their intimacy to another level is because Danny made him do it? How is this de-escalating the situation? You are the opposite of Homer Simpson backing into a bush. You've stepped out of the bush and then you've turned around and set the fucking thing on fire. While having a drink in one hand, because that's when Becky's at her best, she also says Rachel needs to get over it and to calm down. She is so delusional when she says things like Rachel is going nuts. Going nuts off her head nuts right now. Someone get Beck a mirror now. Like, how is your anxiety going to be tomorrow, Dal? Because we just know that you'll be on another apology tour when you sober up. Sam, the gay in the room, is trying to de-escalate things. Classic gay, trying to get a crazy girl to see reason. Oh, it's just our lot in life for any function when there's a girl who's a little bit unhinged. Is anyone here a gay? Quick, go and talk the crazy one down. Beck does not want to see that reason. She continues to make fun of Rachel being upset and is still claiming that she's just like the best to Rachel.
My husband is the one sitting with her husband every night, encouraging him to do it.
Oh, and even the way that she says, my husband, gross. Oh, and it's all thanks to Danny, hey? Where would they be without Beck and Danny? She continues to laugh about how upset Rachel is. Imagine calling this person a friend and then treating them like this. There's gotta be like a loose wire somewhere up here in your noggin, Beck. She even says that she's gonna get merch made with finger bang on it, because apparently she can't be bothered anymore. And the rant in her little producer confessional is wild. Her actions more than her words. It's not about the joke now. It's about what you've done after it. If you knew that your friends had a sensitivity around their intimacy, why would you double down like this? I tend to think that you do things while you're drinking to lash out at people, Beck, but then you try and like call it a joke. The second that you see it didn't land, oh no, it was just a joke. No, I think you were lashing out and it didn't land. Own it. Don't double down and burn it all to the ground. You've done this at the dinner party. Why are you doing it again? The next day, Float Your Boat and Rachel are both sitting there and they're saying there wasn't any malice, which I'm actually not sold on. Nah, the jury's still out for me. And once again, they're willing to sit down and listen to another apology from Beck, but I wouldn't. If any of you take another apology from this woman, I will lose respect from you. How many apology tours has she done already this season? Weirdly, it seems like Beck has awoken with a pep in her step because apparently she had a great sleep. Oh, she got everything off her shoulders. You know what I mean? She calls last night hilarious and thinks Rachel should just get a personality. Shut up, Baggage. You cried at your wedding because of a joke that Danny made about finding the Bonnie to his Clyde. Shut up. So while Beck is starting the day with her morning ritual of gaslighting herself, the men's lab rats are working on their fitness while Stella is in the position I would be in at this retreat. Spectator. Oh God, are we back on baggage being awful? Is this the whole episode? Jesus. She's now got a different thought process because Rachel didn't get enough attention from the group announcement of their intimacy. She took Beck's joke as another way to garner more attention, apparently.
Can't walk around like this all day, like.
Oh, and Beck, Danny, and Joel having a big laugh about it. I don't know. If you were someone's friend, you would have just sorted it out even before going to bed. Even if you were drunk and tired, you would have just said, I don't mean it, I love you. You know what I mean? Like, Beck is of the opinion that she didn't do anything wrong. Even if you make a joke with no malice, you can still apologize if it doesn't land the same for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you can still say, actually, I didn't mean it like that, but I'm sorry it landed that way. She doesn't stop, though. She keeps joking about making finger bang merch, which I'm kind of interested to see what it would look like, but it's not kind. Juliet declines her offer to take the finger bang merch. Oh, Beck then tells Juliet that she's going to wear it, bitch. And even Juliet calls Beck a lost cause, which is a big statement coming from Deluju. It's just so evil to keep shit-talking someone you consider a friend. And I know that this after-dinner show on Stan, they love to pump Beck up and verse her against Gia, but Beck is despicable. I cannot wait to see how you guys spin this redemption arc this week. Like, there's no way you can make this look good. Even if she goes on the show and she cries and she said, oh, this isn't me. You know what? You've shown it time and time again. What's the saying? Like, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Anyway, Beck with all her baggage is ready for girls' night, even though none of those girls told her that she had lippy on her teeth before she left the house. Duh, you got something here. You know what? As a gay, I would ask myself the question, would I like to go to the girls' or the boys' night? And you know what? I would have to pick who's being messier at the time. So tonight I would pick the girls group, and the cowboy has chosen that because clearly he is way messier than Sam. Oh, come on, you know it to be true, Chris. Juliet in this turnaround, she shares that she finds Joel a hottie patotty, which is different to the poo thing she called him in the last episode, right? Apparently last night in bed they shared some kisses, and this whole turnaround is wild to me. Stella gets upset for a second talking about Phil being her forever partner, and it scares the shit out of me because I'm like, no. This is the only one we can believe in, Stella. You have to hold on at least until like 2 weeks after the final thing, okay? Once we've done the vows, you guys can part ways, but we need something to like root for. But apparently she has a fear of abandonment, and I get it. When you fall for someone, it is terrifying because you think, hey, is this one fucked like all the other ones? But she's trying to lean into it, which is good because she's grown. Ra-ha-ha-ha-ha talks about where she is at with her float your boat, and as we all know, they're getting a little bit more intimate. And Beck's face during this is at its cunny best. And normally I would say it's like a producer editing special, but I can actually see Rachel's lips moving at the same time, which shows me Beck's response is just this. This is really how she is responding to Rachel's happiness. Oh, toxic. Watching Beck, you can see that she is struggling to hold it all in. She cannot stand it. She has a couple of drinks and she's like, God, I gotta say things. Who can I destroy to make myself feel better?
Aren't you happy I even mentioned you in my speech?
Oh yeah, we're all blessed to be even mentioned by you, Beck. Shut up. And you know what? I normally blame a lot of her toxic side on the Becky Go juice that she loves to guzzle, but she was like this all day. And unless she kept like a sustained buzz, maybe she did. In her producer confessional, she says, I wish I cared more. And there you have it. Beck doesn't have empathy for other people, not even her friends. She can put on an act and she can pretend that she has remorse. And she only does that when she can see that people are not on her side anymore. But she has very low to nil empathy. At the boys' night, Danny is firmly supporting his Bonnie, trying to get Float Your Boat to admit he found it funny, even though he stresses that his TV bride did not.
I don't find it funny. Like, it's just poor comment.
Danaconda! He really thought that he would have Steve Jr. on side there. Danny says the common theme with Rach is that she blows things out of proportion. And I can see with the whole footy loudmouth stuff that she did overreact, but I don't think that this is that. If the group had no idea where they were as a couple, it would have been a different story. But they're all privy to a weekly couples counseling session. So you know exactly what's going to hit home for a person. Rachel tries to explain her side to Beck, and with each response, Beck is clearly 1000% not listening with a, okay, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. Beck is just waiting for her turn to flap her trap. She apologizes for the wrong wording, but doubles down that it was just a joke. But the joke aside, it was what happened after. She just keeps doing this rinse and repeat shit. You act like a fuckhead, then you go, oh, sozzy, and then you do it again. Gia calls her out, which is rich. That is a rich coming from Gia, but she does actually make a good point. If Beck really does support Rachel and float ya, why did she take the piss out of them all day? Kept saying things like she was going to make finger bang merch. Boom! Which clearly, looking at Rachel's face, is news to her. And Baggage also continues with, oh, it's just a joke. Oh, there's so many jokes. She's just testing material for the Baggage tour. Rachel tries to make some sort of point that she felt like she was next on Beck's hit list, and then Beck storms off. And you know what? I wonder if anyone considers themselves a friend of Baggage, can they relate to who they're watching right now? Because I don't feel this is new behavior. She calls them boring beeps and she says, get me out of here. As Danny is raving about where he is with Beck in their relationship, which we'll all totally believe, he also must have said her name 3 times because just like Beetlejuice, she hath appeared once more. She drags her TV husband away saying, you have no idea what I've been through. Oh, here we go. A victim narrative ready to be weaved. She recounts the girls' night to Danny, laughs about it, and Danaconda thinks Rach should just get over it. He is also very pissed that the girls ganged up on Beck. And there was no ganging up on. People were sharing their opinions and they gave each other room to speak. The only people who didn't give someone room was Beck. But anyway, Danny calls Steve a charity case, which is fucked if they're actually friends too. And clearly he has leaned into her toxic shit now. Like he fought against it for a while, but now he's just saying all of it. It's just easier. He actually says, nobody attacks my wife when I'm not there, and refers to himself as the big boss. Blech. Both of them in the bin. And then she says, oh, I can't even watch it. You can watch it. I won't be watching it. And then she says, kiss me, kiss me. I can't watch it. You watch it. It sends a shiver down my spine. That whole thing. I don't know why. I'm so off. Oh, Beck then calls Rachel foul.
The 4 of us need to have a chat. Let's go.
Oh, I love that she brought her big man to grab Raha. Rachel seems very put off by it. And I would be as well when they say things like, can we go chat? Let's go. No. People on this show are so socially munted. They have zero awareness of themselves. It's insane. Once we get the little foursome together, I can tell that this won't fix shit because they're never going to see each other's side. Danny is really disrespected with how Rach reacted to the smash and grab, but like check your tone with how you did it. Hey, I really don't want to pull you away from the girls, but if we could, when you're ready, can we get a resolution so we all don't feel shit like this anymore? That was so easy. Oh my God, and I just did that off the top of my head. Not, can we go? Come on, let's go. We're going to chat. Come on, go. Don't make me finger bang you. God, I've heard enough from you, Peaky, with your blinder sitting right by your side. Becky goes on about how there was no malice, and then Rachel let everyone attack her. Show me where the attack happened. You were not attacked. Danny then says Rachel kicked off. I don't think she did. She wouldn't have said anything unless others like Sam pointed out that she was upset. If you want to see someone who kicked off, just turn your head a little bit to the fucking right. You sleep next to her every night. Oh, not every night. Some nights. Even when Steve is trying to hit the point home, Beck is not listening. Also, is it just the lighting or is Baggage very unevenly tanned? She went heavy here, but not everywhere. Her arms are a completely different color. And also, in a shock, Float Your Boat has had some off-camera chats with Beck, and he didn't tell Rachel about it, which is very, very shifty.
Did you guys speak this afternoon and patch all this up?
Rachel then leaves, and she would be questioning what was said. And with another walk-off, 2 episodes in a row, we close part 1 of The Retreat. This felt like classic MAFS. Oh, I really loved it. Oh, the trash, mess, and drama. I cannot wait for the next one. If you and I have gone all the way, I want you to put retreat in the comments below. Actually, you know who I'd like to hear from and I'll guarantee a reply to? Someone who has never commented on Rehashed before. There are so many people who watch and they never comment. They go all the way and they don't subscribe. Why are you playing hard to get? Don't be like Stella. Tell me you love me. I'll see you in the next one.